Hi YouTube and welcome back to my channel. So look, your girl got her Tragus and Helix. And I also got my nipples pierced. I got my nipples pierced. I got my Tragus. Alright. I got my nipples pierced. I got my Tragus. And I got my Helix. That's what they called. And I got my belly button pierced. I got the lower part done. So I got the top done and I got the lower part. That's what I did today. Plus I got my eyebrows done. You see? You see? So my eyebrows are done. And depending on what my money look like, I might go get them done next week because I got my hair appointment on Saturday. So yes, bear with me. I'll be getting my hair done, and then my eyebrows will be done, and then my lip gloss will be popping, and then I got my piercings. Does it hurt? No, it doesn't hurt. My nipples are burning, like they're on fire. Not burning, but on fire. But I put on a since I've lost weight, my other bra is loose, so I had to put on a tighter sports bra, and the tighter one works, and it helped so it can keep my boobs in place. And also when I lay down, it helps too because I'm not standing up and it's not the weight's not going downward. It's staying in like a stagnant position when I lay down. So I lay down like a few seconds to change my bra, and then yeah, I realized that if I lay down, it'll reduce the pressure of the payment. You know, I was looking at, I see something of the pressure of my boobs. So yeah, I'm happy I got it done. So that's something that checks off. Will I get another piercing? That's the question. Maybe. It's but anytime soon, no, because I got all the piercings that I wanted. I wanted my belly button pierced. I wanted my lip pierced. Got that pierced. I got that pierced. If I do get another piercing, it'll probably be my nose, like one on the side, like a little stud. Just one, not two. Just like one stud to, but not two. Just one. I'm thinking about that because I was like, ooh, let me see. But I wouldn't get both. I would just get one side. That's a maybe, and maybe that's sometime next year. But I'm not getting any piercings anytime soon. I'm not stepping foot in a piercing and tattoo place for a long ass time because I made. Let me pause this video real quick. Okay, I'm starting it back up. I made a to-do list of what I want to do. So let me backtrack real quick. All right, so for you guys who are new to my channel, when you see this video in 2030, I tell you guys my past in the Edge of Greatness series and going backwards. So before the climb and during the Edge of Greatness series. The reason why I'm bringing touch and base with that because there's a lot of stuff going on in the media about different celebrities. And when I become great, like when not on the edge, I'm there. And my past comes up. I want you guys to look back at that. Um, because I don't really want to talk about that when I elevate. I don't want to touch bases on that unless I go on an interview and they ask me those questions. Even if they do, I kind of don't even want to talk about that because that's the past. That's the old me, and that's not even. It's. I read a poem about this in my my Black Lazari. They try to pass you on your past. I think I wrote that in there. They try to pass you on your past. I think the poem is called Past. They try to pass you on your past because your future is too great. That's what I'm trying to say. So if you guys look at those videos, mostly everything that how I felt in that moment was true. I can't really speak on it very much because I already made the video, so I can't be like, oh, everything's true. I have to look back, listen to the video, and be like, yeah, but mostly that everything's pretty much accurate. I'm gonna say because I said it, but I don't know because I haven't listened. I don't go back and look over my old videos. Maybe in the future I might go back and review a video that I did a long time ago and just click one and see what I'm talking about, and we could watch it together. But I kind of just want to leave that in the past. That's why I said what happened in the Edge of Greatness series stayed in the Edge of Greatness series. What happened in Before the Climb stayed in Before the Climb. So if people, when I am 30 years old and I'm a millionaire or a half a millionaire, if I make a 500K a year, don't be like, oh, Izzy did this, that, and the third. I'm like, I already discussed that. Go to that. So all these things that might pop up about me in the future, just know I already talked about it. So and I mostly talked about everything. So I'm not a fortune teller, so I don't know what's going to be talked about. But the things that impacted me and affected my life to me I talked about. So I can't say I spoke on everything, but I spoke on the things that I felt were were traumatizing to me, especially during my psychotic break and getting shot and stuff like that. Dealing with depression, loneliness, not wanting to be here, just a bunch of stuff. But I want to get back to the topic. I just wanted to touch bases on that. So if y'all see this video in 20, because we're about to go into 2026. This is these December diaries, and I haven't been consistent with my videos, but I really wanted to come on here when I got my eyebrows done and my piercings, you know. But I need to be more consistent. I'm gonna start doing in 2026. I will be doing a video every day. So there's gonna be 365 days, 365 videos in the year 2026. I'm gonna do a video every single day, and I might even do a video and a short, like do two videos. So I do a video and a short, and you guys are gonna get hit with two videos today, two videos. So I'm gonna do double. So 365 times that by two, you get 800 and something, close to 900 videos. So I'll be very consistent. But back to the point. So next year, the three things I want to focus on. I did say I wanted to get my lashes done, but I'm not gonna get them done yet because when I do something, I like to be consistent with it. Like my eyebrows, as you can see, I've since August or September when I started getting my eyebrows done. I don't really remember. I started to be consistent, and I also put it in my journal. Like I want to be consistent when it comes to getting my eyebrows done. I don't want to be like, oh, and then I want to go to once a week. I want to get my eyebrows done once a week. But right now, I only can afford every 2 weeks. But once I get consistent, because I don't like when that hair is underneath my eyebrow. I like my eyebrow when it's just nice and clean. So that means I have to get them done once a week, like once a week to keep them clean. And it's easier for the eyebrows to keep the shape because when all your hair grows back, and they have to reshape them and all that. So it's easier to get it done, the job done, especially since I have this piercing. But yeah, I don't want to have any problem with eyebrows. So um, yeah. But the three things I want to focus on, back to that point, is my teeth, apartment saving, and teeth, apartment saving, and my books. Oh, and my website. So four things. So right now I'm on the verge of building my website. I'm working on that, but I'm trying to make sure I have everything in order. I found the YouTube video that I'm gonna watch. I think for it when I do make my website, I will put that link in the description just in case you guys want to build your own website. Well, I don't know. Maybe I might do that. Maybe I might not. I gotta see the long term success of my site. Maybe I will do it. Depends on if it comes out great and I don't have any issues. I will tell you guys where I got it from so you know where to go if you want to build your own website too, or you can go to your own resources. I want to publish four books next year. Three of my children's book, and fourth book I want to publish will be the book that I'm writing. It's wait for it. It's called Voices of Mental Warfares. The Voices of Mental Warfares. So that's what the book is called, and I'm gonna start writing that tomorrow. So instead of working on my website, I'm gonna put that down for a second. I'm gonna work on my book because, like I said, writing is free, and when I get that out, I want to kind of get that book done before I start school next year because I don't want to be writing a book and being in school. All right, and also I need to get a plane ticket to Atlanta. That's next year, but I want to get it early so I know that I'm going out there and I want to have savings for that. Those are the four things that I want to focus on. So I'm not going to get lashes. I'm not going to the spa. I'm not. Well, and I'm gonna get an iPhone Apple Watch. My watch broke. The headband broke on it today. The watch is still working. The headband broke on it. So I'm tired of buying those watches. That's why I want to get an Apple Watch. So I know that I can, and I can get a warranty on it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get an Apple Watch. So an Apple Watch and an iPhone. I'm getting that with my income tax. So that's already taken care of. So those are the things that I want to do next year. Even when it comes to clothes, like clothes are gonna not, they're gonna be a a necessity, but not a want, because I have other wants that are bigger, like my teeth, my books, and my website and my apartment that are bigger to me than clothes. As long as I'm getting my eyebrows done and stuff, keeping myself clean. Oh, and I want to go to a dermatologist next year, and I'm gonna do laser hair removal next year. Those are two other things. So I'm gonna try to keep up with myself. And in 2027, if I'm still around, I will start going to a spa. I'm gonna start going to a spa, and I want to make sure if I make enough money, or I'm gonna become a life coach at that time too, because my website will be up, everything will be up. Also, I'll be shooting courses that year. I'm just gonna be doing a lot of different things. I'm gonna probably cut this YouTube video short because I have not slept at all, and I'm tired. I'm just keeping you guys updated in the December diaries. So basically, I got my piercings. Did it hurt? The one piercing that hurt the most to me is when I got my industrial. Let me put the paper down. That's the one piercing that hurt the most to me is when I got my industrial. So if you say which one hurt the most, it's not necessarily the pain of the piercing, it's the process of the healing. That's how I dictate the piercing. So my nipples, they're painful when you get them pierced, and you feel that fire, but after a few days, it's gone. But with your industrial piercing, that thing takes months to, and then if you touch it, it just hurts. It feels so sore, and that's why I don't like industrial. Like I think it's cute, but I don't like it because I'm just like it's just too stressful. But my other piercings, you can move them. I'm not suggesting you to do all that, but I'm just saying like if it gets in the way and you need to move something out the way, you can do that. But your industrial, and then I get like healing bumps, like a bump. Oh, that hurt when I touch it. That hurt. Oh, that hurt. Ow. See, but if it was like that, like it's kind of like that. That hurt. So you just gotta be careful. So the nipple, I did my nipples first, then I did my belly button, the lower part. I already had the top one done. I did the lower part. Then I did the ear. Then I did that one. So I had 5 piercings in all, and I can do it. It was asking, "Are you okay after these piercings?" I'm like, "Yeah, I can do this." Like piercings, That's what I said. If I get one more piercing, it'll probably just be a nose piercing right here, so it can go with this. It'd be like, and in my arm, I might not get one because I feel like I got too many piercings in the face, anyways. But that's the only piercing I can see myself getting. I don't want no more ear piercings. I'm good. Oh, and I gotta get my ears. I gotta get some jewelry for my ears, so that's another thing I gotta do. So I am going. I guess I am gonna step back to the piercing place, see if they got some earrings that are real, or so I can put them in my ears. And if I end up doing that, then I'll probably just go ahead and just pop that on right on in, and that'll probably be my last piercing. Yeah, but I'm gonna end this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, check out my old videos if you want to know about the past me, or most of my past, anyways. All right, bye. Izzy's Diary Forever.